Okay, well, hey everybody, Cleta the Cheetah here. It is December the 11th, 2022, 12/11/22. So we have just a couple of more Boss Babe calls before the end of the year. And this one, and then two more. And then we're in 2023, if you can even stand it. So just a quick service announcement that next week we will have it on Sunday night as usual. But the following week is Christmas. And I know y'all want to get on the Boss Babe call on Christmas. I know you do, but we're going to do it on Mondays. As a matter of fact, starting with December 26th, we will start our Boss Babe calls to be all on Monday nights, starting December the 26th, all up into 2023. On Monday nights, same time, but just on a new night. Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, all the way to 5 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so whatever that is, 6 p.m. Mountain. Okay, I don't know all those as well. I'm like Dallas. You know, Dallas just talks in Central Time and they don't tell you, you just need to know it's Central. Well, I'm in Eastern Time Zone, so just go backwards from wherever you live. So thank you for joining us tonight. We're here for a special treat. But before we do, I want to make a little plug for Tuesday night. The amazing Kristen Sharp, who's a national sales director, is bringing Kendra Scott, the jewelry maker that we all love. Her mother was in Mary Kay, and she might still even be in Mary Kay, but her mother and the Kendra Scott, the owner of Kendra Scott Jewelry, is going to be, we're doing a marketing call and a product call on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It's going to be on YouTube, and you can get all the information on Facebook. Just look for Kristen Sharp, National Sales Director. Her Facebook page is public, but you have to register tonight if you're a guest. Tonight, like after tonight, you cannot get in. Your guests are free, and it's only $6. The money goes to purchase Kendra Scott jewelry to give away to the guests. And the consultants, as a matter of fact, and some Kendra Scott gift cards. Okay. So what they're doing is they're going to have a beauty bingo, and they are going to have it where when the guests get on, you want to get on maybe 10 minutes ahead of time, and tell your guests to as well. They'll explain the rules, but basically they're going to give them a chance to text their beauty consultant 5 numbers, kind of like we've done our bingo before, but 5 numbers. And when those 5 numbers are called in any order, they'll tell you, like, pick 5 numbers between blank and blank, and then they'll draw the numbers. I don't know what the between is going to be. Okay, but so when they're going to tell the guest to do that, so they will text you, the beauty consultant, and you will write them down. And that's the way, one, you're going to know she's on there live, right? And then as soon as she hears her 5 numbers in any order, she has to text you, the beauty consultant, the word bingo. And then you will go on, there's going to be a link on the YouTube thing that you will enter your name and your guest name who won. And that's how she will be in the drawing for the Kendra Scott jewelry. And they will be doing it toward the end of the program. So there won't be any kind of breaks. So as soon as you get the numbers, okay, actually, let me backtrack a minute. They get in the drawing just for being on there. All right. So as soon as you get the numbers for her, you're going to go ahead and text. There's a link that you will fill out your name and your guest name, and that will get your guest in the drawing. Okay. If she hits a bingo, she will get that from you, and then you can give her a little prize gift. But also they're going to be talking about, there's a beauty bingo sheet that has where if she shops with you that night, some different things that they're going to be talking about, and they will get half that product back. So let's say they spend $50. They will get $25 back in January at their pampering appointment, should they choose to book one. So this will be explained a lot more. Kristen just did a video on it, but it's going to be a great event. They're going to talk about the products. They're going to talk about the career opportunity and the inspiration that Kendra had watching her mother be a Mary Kay beauty consultant and a Mary Kay sales director, inspired her to start her own business, Kendra Scott Jewelry. So anyway, I think you're going to love it. I've heard her before. She did something a couple years ago. Kendra Scott did, and her mother, and it was really great. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in my area, we usually do a little thing called What's in the Bag on Tuesday night. So we will not be doing that. This is the main event. So, but you do have to register consultants. You have to register, and you have to register by midnight tonight. And it's $6. Guests do not have to register, and guests are free. Okay, so I want to cover that. A lot of us are participating. If you need more, you have to, the registration, just, if you're on Cheetah Nation, you can find it on Facebook. But if not, look for Kristen Sharp NSD, and you'll be able to find it right there to register. Okay, so I want to cover all that. It's going to be a fun event. Then the next one is on Tuesday. That's Tuesday. On Thursday, Mary Kay is doing an It Just Fits night. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. And that is also at the same time, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central for the English. And then 30 minutes later is going to be the Spanish. And that is on the Mary Kay YouTube channel. You do not have to register. All you have to do is show up and get your guests to show up. You can invite your guests with an e-card off In Touch if you have your guest email address, okay? Or you can just tell them about it. So 2 different things. And the key to either one of those is follow up. Like if your guests watch something like that, we're not just trying to watch a TV program. We're trying to either book something, sell something, or recruit something, someone, right? So your job is to follow up. What did you enjoy the most about it? And as a matter of fact, there's some different scripts and that you can use for all of that. So anyway, I just wanted to put a plug about that. I think most of you have heard about it. There will be thousands on there. I'm not even kidding. I know there will be, because that was what it was last time at the last holiday hangout. It was crazy, but they're so good. I don't know who works in the background over there, but they get it done, and they will call out all the winners by the end of the program. The thing should be around 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on how long, like Kendra and her mom talk. They're going to do an interview with her. So I think you will enjoy it yourself, but please, if you pay $6, get you some guests to watch it with you. It will be, you will gain more from it because you will have a potential sale, a potential new team member, or a potential booking, right? So it's going to be awesome. Okay, so the other thing coming up is Thursday is our Star Consultant Q2 deadline. So those of you that are working on becoming a Star Consultant, that's 1,800 wholesale in the quarter. Any new team members that you got in the month of November all the way up to December 15th that qualify. Actually, if they just qualify from November 1st to December 15th, even if they recruited in another month, they count double for your star points, but you still have to do 1,800. So if you do 1,800 and you have one girl, and let's say she qualified tomorrow, and she does a $600 order, great start qualified, then that is going to give you 1,200 toward extra points. So you would, instead of being a sapphire star, you're going to be a diamond star. So anyway, you want to be a star. It is on Thursday, and it's going to be amazing. So, okay, awesome. TN, new star. I knew you was going to do it. You were only like, what, $85 away or 100. So congratulations, TN. I'm so proud of you, girl. So proud of you. Okay. Matter of fact, if you are already a star, let's just do some shout outs. Just put it in the chat and make a comment that you are already a star. Tell us what you are. If you're sapphire, ruby, diamond, emerald, or pearl. All right. And so you want to be a star every single quarter that you possibly can. And it's only selling 300 a week. So honestly, I know y'all want to make more than $150 a week in Mary Kay, right? So your goal needs to be way above star, but minimum star, right? Minimum star. All right. Oh, we got a bunch of stars. I love it. Thank y'all for saying this. Congratulations to all of y'all. We're going to get some major prizes. And by the way, let me show y'all something in case you have not downloaded it. Mary Kay has an app now that you can do pick your star prizes. And so, it's this one right here that says star program. So it has a big star in it. It says Mary Kay. So go to Mary Kay on In Touch. My virtual background is not allowing me to show you all this, but anyway, and you can download the app. And then when you pull it up, the cool thing is it will show you all your points. And then you can go through here and shop. And you can decide exactly what you want, or you can say, no, I'm going to save my points. It's hard because like right now I'm like, do I want an Apple iPad Air or do I want a Blue Rhino Endless Summer Liquid Propane Gas Outdoor Grill? I can't decide. So I will probably wait. Let them pile up. I don't know. I may take trip vouchers. And by the way, some of you asked me this last quarter on this. Some of you are like, how do I find like travel vouchers or Visa gift cards or MK Connection cards? And if you are searching on here, all the way, when you search, it has you search, under other rewards. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay. It has all these different things on here: home, office, kitchen, outdoors, all this stuff. On the very bottom, it says other rewards. And when you press other rewards, then you'll see program gift cards, you'll see MK Connection vouchers, and you'll see travel vouchers. That's where you get like the Visa gift cards and things like that, or MK Connection. Some of you would love to get some of some of the cool things off MK Connections. And I will show you something that I just saw tonight of the new MK Connections that I did not know they had, that I think is really cool. I'm going to show you. I don't know. Y'all might not think it's as cool as I do. And they're not even new, because obviously this is 2022. It's to carry over. But it's these calendars. It's magnetic calendars that you can give to your customers right here. So it has the calendar right here and then your business card. So anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know how big they are. They may be, if they're the size of a business card, they'd be pretty small for somebody like me. But anyway, we'll see. But I'm sure you can look it up. They got some cool things. So it's cool to get the vouchers to spend at the MK Connection store, because there's so much in here that you can purchase that you'll want to promote your business. Okay. Yes, they are positively beautiful. The 4-seam postcards, for sure. Oh yeah, and the winter vest. They have some new clothes in there. A winter vest. They got the little hoodies, the little beanies, and things like that too. So those are the things that are upcoming. I know y'all can't even believe what happened last week on Wednesday. Like, we didn't even know it tonight. Like, we found out, the directors found out on Monday, and then everybody else found out on Tuesday. And Mary Kay, in case you didn't see it, the 60% off, we had the biggest ordering day in the history of Mary Kay by 65%. That's all June 30s. I mean, like, I'm blown away. So it was amazing. I thank Mary Kay. So if you get a chance, you can just go on In Touch, and at the bottom it says contact us, and put on there, click on it, and then send an email and say thank you for this gift for December. How awesome. And I think it was perfect in so many ways. It was perfect that it was only one day. We didn't have to stress about it. We just got in there and got it done. We had a deadline. I mean, it caused everyone to say, all right, let's do it, and it was exciting. People that otherwise maybe would have ordered in March or something. So let me just go ahead and do it today. It was so exciting. So I'm so grateful for that gift in December. Of all months, it was really the best. And I know a lot of y'all took advantage of it like I did. So this last weekend, 2 of our beautiful Boss Babe directors they earned the opportunity to get to go to National Sales Director Emeritus Jeannie Martin's house for a Christmas brunch or lunch. And they had $1 Million Sales Director Angel Fry in to speak. Angel is a wonderful person. She is inspirational to me. And she's a 2 or 3 time $1 Million Director. And she really works like her Facebook group pages and a lot of different things. But she was a guest speaker. And Maureen and Stephanie both have talked so much about this luncheon that day that I asked them both to share tonight a little bit about what they learned from Angel and anything about the experience. So we're going to kick it off with Maureen first. And then when Maureen gets done, we'll bring Stephanie up there. And so I want to thank them in advance for sharing with us tonight. I know it'll be super. And so let me go ahead and bring our Mrs. Santa up here. So let me just have you take it away, girl. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. And wow, I didn't realize, thanks for those numbers, Cleta, that 65 biggest ordering day of the year by 65%. That is unreal. So anyways, it was a fun day. So anyways, hey, how you doing? And I wanted to share with you guys a little bit of what happened last week. So back in August, there's been what we call a Michigan lunch bunch. And Jeannie Martin, National Sales Director Emeritus, decided that she was doing this thing over in Chicago, and then she was go give enough to do it into Michigan for us as well. So there are directors that are earning this lunch. It's like when you become a director, you have these monthly director meetings or something, like in all over the country. Well, this one you don't just get to go to, you have to earn the right to be there. So they have requirements. So I was just going to tell you just a little bit about like the experience and why it's so special. So this Michigan Lunch Bunch kicked off in August. Everybody could go to it. And it was in St. Joe, Michigan, and we were all there. And that's where you found out the requirements and what you needed to do to earn this lunch. Now, we didn't get together in September. So we went home in August. We started working in September to earn it for a Michigan Lunch Bunch in October, and then so on and so forth. So then if you earned it, if you October, you work for November, and so on and so forth. So to earn it, you can earn it one of three ways. So I just want to share these things with you. You can, as a director, have 16,000 in wholesale. So now these ways that Jeannie has created these requirements are great for like kind of brand new sales directors like me, a year and a half old, to people who are in pink Cadillacs. Like I'm not in a pink Cadillac. So the way she's created this requirement base is super cool. So the first requirement you can get in 16,000 wholesale. Okay. I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do it someday, but I haven't done that yet. That's like a stretch, right? The next way is bronze medal or better, right? So that's 3 team members. Okay. So you can do the 16,000, the bronze, or what Jeannie has coined as the it factor. So the it factor is you do 30, this is all on the honor system, 30 faces, 10 agreements, 1 new team member, and 1,000 in personal wholesale production. That's the it factor, right? The it factor. So anyways, I want to let you know what the requirements are, because this is a really big deal and I love doing this. So I wanted to share a little bit about, I'm going to tell you all about Angel Fry too, and so will Stephanie, but this experience has really grown me on the inside as a human being, as an independent beauty consultant, and as a sales director. And I can't be more grateful. It is these 3 things that we're trying to earn each month. It's tough, but like Cindy Williams, National Sales Director, says, you find a way, you make a way, right? So it's teaching me that who I'm hanging around with, that really makes a big deal, a big difference. These women, like, when I check myself, who I'm hanging around with, well, like Cleta and Selah and Stephanie and Connie and Sharon and everybody, they're top notch. But they're all in different states, okay, except for Stephanie, of course. So I get to be with these, and Latrice, and I get to be with these ladies once a month because I earn the right? So it's kind of like doing a great job at work and getting a pat on the back. So you get to go to this. So anyway, so that's the earn it, right? So the events, or sorry, the travel. I got to travel with my girlfriend, Stephanie. It was an overnight experience. We got to stay in a hotel that was set up for us ahead of time. So we didn't have to worry about it. So we just had to pay for it, right? So that was amazing. We got to have dinner together. I'm with like-minded people and goal-oriented girlfriends, and the meals and the work. We were in the hotel that night for the 60% off sale. So Stephanie whipped out her little piece of paper and she goes, come on, we're getting to work. Let's go. So we were on the bed in the room, and we were having a blast, calling our consultants, having great conversations, and really connecting with our unit that night. It was fabulous. And then rewind about 2 hours before that, we were at dinner in a city we've never been to and probably will never go back to again. And we walked out of there and I thought I was doing pretty good. I had 2 new names and numbers, and she ordered me back in there to go talk to this sharp lady. And she challenged me to go do that. She's like, go do it. And I'm like, all right. So anyways, it turned out wonderful. The event, the next day we got over there, the event. Okay, so National Sales Director Emeritus Jeannie Martin's home is amazingly beautiful, right? And ahead of time, a couple of days ahead of time, she told us in a Voxer that she was pulling out boots and purses and clothes that we can like shop for like really garage sale prices, okay, for high-end clothes. I'm like going, what? Because God knows, if you know me, I need some help in that department. Okay. So anyways, so the event, Shopping in National Sales Director Emeritus Closet, being hosted by her and her husband, meeting I think it's 2 times $1 million sales director, Angel Fry. So when we walked in, there's Angel Fry. She's standing there like greeting us all as we come in the door. She's a knockout from head to toe. And then when she started talking and she's holding my hands, like, I hope I get through this without bawling, but it was like talking to Mary Kay Ash. She was like looking straight at me, holding my hand, asking me who I am, where I'm from, and then just talking with me. Like, it was amazing. Okay. I've never met Mary Kay Ash, but like her spirit that day for sure. So the training, something that she really shared from her heart. And honestly, if you look at some of my pictures on Facebook, I didn't notice it until I really looked. I was bawling like when she was training in some certain spots, the tears were just flowing. Like when you know you're in the right spot, right? When you're writing furiously and you're just being touched on the inside, right? Like I have been looking at this for a long time now. I don't know if you can see that. Nope, I just disappeared. It's Matthew 7:7. Anyways, it's ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find it. Knock and it will be open to you. Matthew 7:7. This has been my verse that I've been going to for about a month and a half. And it's really my prayer in that has been answered, right? So she decided to come to Jeannie's right now because the last 2 years for her have been tough because her mom passed away. So she wanted to make new memories. And we were part of that. And I thought, goodness, that is amazing to me. This wasn't just like a regular work meeting. Like this is so much more, right? Okay, so some of the things, get your pens ready. Okay, I'll give you a couple things. I don't want to take them all because I know Stephanie's got a lot too. So she talked about walking in her calling to teach, right? She talked about when she brings a new team member on, like if they do decide to come in with like, say, a $600 qualified wholesale, she was sure to give them 6 $100 sale ideas. So if they come in with the 1,800, like a star order, right? She was sure to give them 18 ideas for $100 sales, like for 18 $100 sales ideas. She could not stop talking about the 60th anniversary. So she's like, it is like a plethora of ideas there. So she talked about obviously 60 faces, the lookbook of 60, the 60 lookbook challenge. If you have 60 lookbooks each week, you want to pass out 15 in a week so that at the end of the month you have 60. She talked about how you would do that. You would hand it to somebody and say, this is for you. And then she would say, now listen, I want to say if we could tentatively book an appointment with you right now, I could change this one out for a loaded lookbook. So she talks about how we use our vocabulary. Are we talking about tentative? Are we talking about getting your name or writing your name down? Or are we saying just jot your name down? She likes the word jot your name down. She talks about selling $60 bundles, right? So figure out a really cool bundle of our Mary Kay products that come to $60 and say that maybe, you know, you're challenged to sell 60 of these $60 bundles because of our 60th anniversary. She says, listen, anytime you open your mouth, you say, I am in a contest, a challenge, or I need your opinion. Always. Those 3 things right there. I'm in a contest, I've been challenged, or I need your opinion. She says, how can I incorporate 60 into my business? So then maybe you take 3 $60 bundles and you try to sell those as a bundle, like 3 bundles of 60. She talked about 60 samples. Oh, she talked about the Power Pen. Stephanie, I'll let you talk about that if you want. You do this, the Power Pen. That was amazing. I loved that. Talked about Linda Tupin. I guess she must have been mentored by Linda Tupin. Lindy would ask her, how many people are you in front of each month? And at the time, Angel did not know. And so she says, you got to start tracking that. So she started tracking that, and she was suggesting that we start tracking 60 in a month, right? She talked about, Jeannie stopped her for a moment and said, I want to stop you, and I want you to be hearing what she's really, really saying. And that she took something and she mastered it, and then she moved on. She didn't try starting 10 different things and trying to do it all at one time. She talked about how she was not on Zoom and Facebook Live all at the same time. I think she started Facebook Live first, she mastered it, and then she moved to Zoom. She talked about design theme parties, design these theme parties. She says, listen, people are going for their first haircut, right? So why not have a mommy and me trading faces party, right? She talked about having a friendship party. She talked about having a chocolate affair, using chocolate colors because they're safety colors, and have it, make it a chocolate exchange like we do cookie exchanges, right? She talked about a his and her party, like a newlywed game. She does newlywed questions. So she'll get like 3 or 4 couples to come, and they do like, you know, a facial or a pampering time, but I guess she does newlywed questions. So she's got that party going on. The My First Makeover with take pictures and give a certificate. So mom can bring over, or dad can bring over her for her first makeover, right? Make it special. Okay, so then into the Facebook page. She has an extraordinary Facebook group, I guess. And it is all that in a bag of chips. And she talks a million miles an hour. And so I did write down almost all of them, I think. So she's got Motivation Monday. So in her Facebook group, she talks about, obviously, motivation. Try Me Tuesday. So she picks a product and she is on her Facebook group and she tries it in front of them and she talks about it. She talks about it. She puts it in a gift set. She like does, it's like full circle, right? Win It Wednesday. Thursday she does recipes, and I guess she's got other people giving her recipes. So it's really catching on. Friday she does Furry Friend Friday. Even though she doesn't have any animals, people post pictures. She says, post your picture of your furry friend. So they all post pictures. Or you could do Friendship Friday. Who have you traveled with? Like, what friend have you traveled with? What friend did you have dinner with? Why, you know, why are you such a great friend? Or maybe why, like I might put Cleta as my best friend, or, you know, my great friend, it's Friendship Friday because blah, 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 right? And you can kind of do that. Saturday is self-care or sensational Saturday. And then Sunday, she does something like from a psalm or from the Bible. She'll put in her like favorite verse. Okay, so then she has a 70-page notebook. She does the state notebook. She passes it around. You know, 3 people in different states. If you do, write their name and number down in the notebook, and I'm going to give you a prize. And even if it's virtual, she wraps the prize and she sends it. She says, if you get in front of enough people, this was Linda Tupin's whole thing with her. If you get in front of enough people, your business will explode. Like, if your business is not growing, then you're not in front of enough people. It's not that you have the wrong script. It's not that you are not the right person. It's not that you don't know enough, because Lord knows we probably all know plenty, right? It's that you're not in front of enough people. And that was her bottom line on that. I circled that really big. And anyways, oh, Angel Fry's recruiter said that I would have never quit until you recruited. I thought that was pretty cool. She said she knew that she had something inside of her, even though she was working a gazillion hours a week and everything else. Her Mary Kay Beauty Consultant was not going to give up. And finally, she says, you know where we're all the happiest? When we're closest to the product. So keep closest to the product and just go with that. And and get in front of as many people as we can. She did talk a little bit about 13 different stores. Whew, but I'll let Stephanie touch on that. It was a lot in 2 40-minute sessions. It is crazy. It was amazing. And she's in Ignite 2022, so I'm sure we could get great training from there.
All right, girl. Let me come on here with you. I've heard Angel train before, and she does talk a mile a minute. She doesn't take a breath.
No.
Like, she literally goes and does not breathe for her whole entire training. And your hand hurts because you're like, hang on. But thank you so much. It's so funny. And I'm so glad that you said all this. One of the things, she started out and said she had to earn the event. So it made it a worthwhile event because you had to do something to get there. And then the going to the event, just the fact travel with Stephanie and, bonding with your girlfriends, staying in the hotel, working at night, and just having fun. Then the actual event. So y'all, when you have an opportunity to go to something where like the directors and DIQs are all going to Nashville to leadership conference, it's more than just what you'll get there. It's the going, it's the staying, it's the talking to everybody else. It is a blast, so don't discount all the things before and during and after the event, because it all adds up and it changes you, those things. So thank you for all of these. I've heard a lot of these. She sent me that idea about the 60 lookbook challenge, about giving out 15 a week. And I love the idea of going, this is for you. But if you'll book an appointment, I'll give you this one. And it's loaded with all kind of samples. Boom. They go, no, thank you. Then just go right back to them. So all of that was super good. Selling the bundles. And then, of course, how she works that Facebook group page. And she's done videos on that before. She's got a lot of energy, but she said that her group page is where she's just doing everything, and they're all interactive and they look forward to hearing from her. It's almost like her blog, like her, her life, that Facebook group page. And so everybody who meets Angel Fry, they love her and they call her an angel because she really is. And she just has been so sweet to me and encouraging like our unit to go for the million and be just encouragement in everything I do. So thank you for sharing that. I'm glad you got to meet her in person and talk to her. So that's awesome. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to bring up Stephanie. This is Stephanie DeMar, our good buddy. And Stephanie went with her. And so I knew they were together and I thought this would be perfect. So Stephanie, I'm sure there's other things you can share with us and anything you'd like to share. So thank you so much for jumping on here tonight.
Sure, you're welcome. So I'll recap how Maureen started talking about the power pen, and she gives these away. So, don't wait to earn one if you're a consultant, right? You can find really lovely ink pens even at the Dollar Tree. It doesn't need to cost you a lot. I found really pretty pens even at Walmart. At Walgreens, that have like shimmer in them. But the reason pretty pens, because that helped recruit somebody who became a Pink Cadillac director over an ink pen. So that's why it became a power pen. And, you're writing your own story and your history, right? Your journal. So when you give somebody a nice pen versus a big pen, and you even give them a good one to write with, it just helps them stand up taller, smile more. You give them a heart hug. And that's what Angel Fry does, is she is the power of giving a heart hug to absolutely everybody over everything. What I took away was so much. I mean, like, my head's still spinning. But going back to the number 60, like Maureen says, that is like her focus number, even with color cards, with the ones that the company puts together for us, the blue eye, the green eye, the brown eye, and that has 3 shadows, your blush and your lipstick. There's 3 different kinds, right? Break that down into the number and have 20 of each color eye. You can do that with your current customers or even with those that you find. I also loved the idea where she has a power product. You can do it for a week or you can do it for a month. And this she used with the number 13. And even with the 60, if you kind of shut your brain down and like, oh, that's too much, I don't have enough time, I don't want to buy that many, start with something, right? So if 60 is too many, get yourself a pack of 10 books. But then go ahead and buy 2 packs so you have 20. Stretch yourself. That's what this is all about, isn't it? On many levels, in business, confidence, your finances, spiritually. But with the power product, her number was 13 because that's also a powerful number in Mary Kay. Again, if you need to go a little lower, stretch yourself for 3 or even 6 or 10, go for 13. You have one of the products. She had talked a lot about the mint lip balm, but we are sold out of that. So go to just maybe the satin lip balm, because then you could upsell to the satin lip set. Or if you'd love the mint bliss, because mint is a mood boosting product. Mint bliss is fabulous. You know, I've asked the company to take foot and leg off of that because it is face to feet. Use that for headaches, for temples, sinuses on the back of your neck. A little up your nose. Have you ever had Vicks up your nose? That helps breathe clearer and it keeps junk out. Anyway, so whatever your product is, you have that product. So you have one as your tester and you share it until you're completely out of it. But then you have quantities, whether it be 2 or 3 or 6, 13 with that. And that way, if somebody loves it, are going to of some kind, right? Even if they say no, there's going to be somebody that they might think of that you could be like, well, who would you like this as a gift for? Or, okay, thank you. We want their opinion. Don't be offended if it's a no. It's a good thing. It kind of puts closure on something. But I love that. And then she also, with that power product, and they kind of do it all together. It's not willy-nilly, but if you're scattered, fine. But start it, is that they also do a contest for who has the cutest basket or bag that they carry that in. And she does a prize drawing. And she said that way, even if it's not a super seller, because she talked about a gal in her unit who just loves putting things together. And she's always the queen of that power product container. So finding wins for yourself and for others to empower them. I just thought that was absolutely fantastic. She is super calm. She does not breathe while she talks, but she never gets red in the face. She's just super sweet. And talk about, like, I also, with Maureen, I started in 2001. And so I also never got to meet Mary Kay. And Mary Kay has got to be so proud of each and every one of you for even being on here. But I would have to say that Angel Fry is definitely the stand-in for Mary Kay here on earth in the Mary Kay world. She, even at the end when Maureen was talking with her, she said, well, here you go. Here's my cell phone number. And I'm like, okay, Maureen, I need that. And then she also said, you know, a lot of times when we get on different trainings, they're like, okay, so don't reach out to this person. You got a lot, go with it. Angel's like, I think that is so rude. If you want another sentence, and maybe that's all you need is one more sentence to really put this thought or, you know, like the power product, you know, whatever, into the next step for success, just give me 24 hours and I will give you more details. I was like, wow, that's big. I mean, this woman is running $1 million unit. She's got people all over. Her and her husband are everywhere. And she still says, I have time for you. So nobody is a nobody. That is for sure. And I just thought that was amazing. And she brought her plush pink with super cute colored piping with her name embroidered on it from the company, her $1 million bathrobe. and she had it hanging on a hanger in the kitchen where we went and got desserts. And then of course everybody had it on afterwards, because I mean, even, you know, if you've ever tried on Cleta's rings, or at seminar, you get to try on, you know, the Mary Kay diamonds. And whether you haven't done it or you want to, or somebody else's that's at a higher level, you're just like, it helps you cry, but it gives you, and Maureen and I were easy criers. So I don't had anything left on my bottom left eye. I just couldn't get the tears to stop. And it's not sad and it's not jealous. It's just like, wow, amazement and pride for that other person. But it just gives you so much hope and belief that, yeah, why not? Right? You can too. But then shopping in Jeannie's closet, like I called it the next closet shopping bargain basement. And we got there late, unfortunately. So we got the tail end of stuff, but the stuff that was kept for us. So even though we didn't get to see it all, it was just saved for Maureen and me. And so we're in there, like there was no space in Jeannie and Reed's home that was off limits. No space at all. I even did a little video because I had to use the bathroom, and I sent it to Clayton. I'm like, look at this. She even had a cheetah ribbon tree in her bathroom. I said, look, you're here anyways. But I mean, it was like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. If you ever remember that show with Robin Leach, I mean, it was that. It was, oh, I mean, her backyard is a wonderful lake. We've all been in the lake, but this honestly is only the second home, and Cleta's is like top notch. So is Selah's, and I'm sure all your homes are top notch too. But like, wow, I'm not sure my mouth was ever closed, because you're just like, look at that, look at that. These beautiful curtains go all the way to the ceiling, and it was like 3 stories high. I mean, it just, wow. Absolutely. Wow. Such an experience. And Jeannie even said, you know, everything that happened, we're going to be talking about this for years and years to come. And she's right. I mean, it was life-changing in such a intimate way. So track something there. Also, Maureen, she did videotape, and I did too, but hers is so clear. So if you can listen to the recording, I mean, there's just endless, like the 13 stories, but I'm not going to keep yakking. Again, if you need more details, we can share it in Boss Babe or reach out to one of us, but 13 is really good too.
So did you guys get to buy anything?
Oh, yeah.
What did you buy? That's what we want to know. Yeah.
Black handbag, which I totally don't need, but who cares, right? It's Jeannie Martin's, and it's the brand Diane Gale, high end, and it has, hope this doesn't offend anybody, it didn't me, I was glad nobody else wanted it. I'm like, that's mine. It's got leather braided handles, but it also has a strap, and it has hide, fur.
Nice.
Oh, yes. And then the back is leather. And then I got a 2-piece. It's a long skirt with a jacket, and it's got this incredible collar. I can fit into the jacket. I can get that skirt on, but it's not zipped. But I can do this little fancy Gomez little kind of walk, but it's not zipped up. So it's going to hang on the door so I can get into that blessed thing, because, and I was like, you know, walk in her shoes. You literally get to walk in Jeannie Martin's shoes. Everybody was just like little girls. We were having the best time. And then Maureen kind of like, oh, nothing's going to fit. I'm like, try this on. And Maureen got to go with 2 beautiful tops home too.
What'd you get?
So I wore it yesterday, and it was you'd say a sweatshirt, but it is not a sweatshirt. I don't even know what to call it. It matches my hair perfectly. I passed it because the label said ask for a small. So I just kept going, and it was like one of the lonely orphans on the little rod. And so Stephanie goes, try this on. I'm like, it's a small. And so I put it on, and it was big. And I'm like, it's mine. It's mine. And then the other thing was this gray zip up from, what are those, that brand name People? All the People?
St. John's?
No, it's People.
Oh, Free People.
Free People.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Free People. So I got a sweater that Amy helped me with because I put it on and her and I are maybe like the same size. And so I'm like, girl, it's like a little tiny here. She goes, come here, I'll fix that. So she just kind of did this. I said, oh, that feels better. Okay, I'll take this one too. So we had a blast.
I love it. Well, who got the NSD blanket, or is that something she was keeping?
Oh no, that was like hanging on the chair.
I
And
got
I just,
you.
yeah. And I'm like,
Okay.
ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, Stephanie, thank you for that. Y'all did a great job. I knew you guys were so fired up, and it makes a difference when you attend something with big thinkers. Anytime you do, your mind gets stretched, and that's what stretched me. I remember after the first top director trip, and I had all those top directors with them. I'm like, oh, okay, and you're like, y'all do that? Well, I'm just not even thinking big enough. I've got to elevate my thinking.
Right.
And so sometimes when we as directors challenge the consultants, you guys, to do it, is because we want y'all to stretch that thinking. And just like Stephanie said, maybe you can't think, I can't sell 60. We'll say, let's try 13. Let's go with 13 or go with 5 and then go from there. I did have one question, Stephanie or Maureen. When you say that they bought like the number 13, let's say they bought 13, let's say it was hand creams, and then 1 to sample. So are you saying that she just put that in a basket, and then she just, everywhere she would go, she would test it on people? Is that what you're saying? She didn't actually take it and give it to other people to get back later. She did it.
No.
Okay. Because I thought, how's that going to work with a lip balm?
She was just like squirting it. Like if I saw you at the bank or something and you saw my basket and you're like, oh, what is that? And I'd say, hey, can you give me your opinion? Let me just put a little on your finger. Let's try it right here. And then, I got it right here. If you like it, if it's a good fit for you, and I got one right here, I can sell it to you right here.
Yeah. Okay. I love it. So just pick a few things. So those of you that don't have a lot of inventory, this could be good for you, because you could just pick one thing, like, look, okay. And so like, let's say you sold 13 hand creams, so what is that? Those are 12 times 13. Well, it's not 37.56. I can tell you that. So it'd be like $156, so you can say, all right, I'm going to go sell me 13 hand creams this week. I'm going to sell me 13 charcoal masks this week. And then you can kind of up the ante. I'm going to sell 13 colognes this week. And I have to tell y'all something really funny that happened to me this week. I got out for, I was going to this bridesmaids luncheon in front of this restaurant near where I live. And I pulled up and I get out, and there's this big semi truck right in front of me. He was kind of at the end of the parking lot, and it's a rider. So there's obviously a guy that delivers like to this restaurant. So this guy jumps out of the truck. He goes, hey. And I'm like, he goes, Mary Kay, I knew it. And he got so excited. He said, I deliver up in Atlanta as well. He goes, and I went to this nice restaurant, and it's this nice hotel. He said, and there were all these pink Cadillacs out there, all these Mary Kay cars. He goes, there's this big old group of table, and these ladies are going, come here. And he goes, and I said, what? Me? He goes, yeah, come here. He goes, and I just love all those colognes. I just buy every single one of them. And he goes, I just would like to buy some. I just like to get some from you. Then he goes, you did so pretty. I felt like a schoolboy. And I'm like, this is hilarious, right? And so I said, he goes, do you work out? I'm like, I used to play basketball, and I'm thinking 40 years ago. But anyway, he goes, I can tell. I'm like, oh, okay. So then he goes, well, what, tell me something about your colognes you got. So I went to my car, and I showed him, I had a book out, and I showed him the men's clothes. He's like, I got this one. Oh, I don't have that one. He goes, well, I come here every Wednesday and Friday around the same time. He goes, my name's Larry. He says, Larry, the delivery guy, not Larry, the cable guy. I said, okay, Larry. And he goes, I want to get 2 of them. I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste your time. So just pick me out 2, get me that one and win another one. He said, and I said, well, Larry, give me your number. I said, so I can find you. So anyway, I texted him, he gave me his number. And so he wants to buy 2 colognes. So y'all you never know. Okay. So I know you might go, well, yeah, you got a pink Cadillac. That's why he knew. But you never know. It could be that you have your Mary Kay pin on. It could be you have your Mary Kay name tag on, or something on you, a shirt that says Mary Kay, or something
Temptation
about
basket, your little basket.
your basket, your
Mm.
basket, something. And because people are out there looking for some Mary Kay people to buy from right now, they're looking for it. So that was a funny experience. So I got his, and I'm gonna give him one of those dot bags. He'll love it, and think he's something, and it's so funny. I said, well, what about this body wash? I got this. I said, it just came out. He goes, well, I go to Bed Bath & Beyond and I get all the different brands and they just love me coming in. They go, here comes Larry. He cracked me up, y'all. But anyway, so it's fun selling Mary Kay, isn't it? I mean, you just never know. Thank you, Stephanie. And I was kind of dressed up that day in a dress and heels and everything. And so my feet were killing me, but it was worth it because I sold 2 cologne. So,
I love it.
Again, thank you so much. Let me bring up my sister up here real quick, Miss Latrice. Latrice, I will bring her up for a second. Latrice, do you have anything you would like to add to these beautiful ladies or say?
Hey y'all, thank you for that. There's a few things can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, find a way, make a way. Hang around. When you hang around the people, when you hang around, the people you hang around makes a huge difference. And the dinner you had with like-minded people, I cannot stress that enough, y'all. If you're not hanging around people that lift you up, make you feel good about yourself, check that, okay? Because y'all, I can just say my whole Mary Kay Sisters family, it makes a difference in the way you live your life and the way you work your business. But I love that. I loved all of y'all's ideas. The state notebook, how awesome is that? The power pen. I mean, this one's cute, but it ain't powerful. So
Right.
I believe in that. But anyway, thank y'all. And I mean, I want to be able to come. Is it Michigan, Chicago? Where is it?
It's Michigan. Yeah, you should come, Latrice. You just gotta qualify.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
right.
Thank y'all.
All right, Sharon. I got Sharon and Connie I added up here. So Sharon, you want to go next or anything you would like to say?
Sure. I don't know. I'm in awe, actually. I mean, that was just, there was so much. I couldn't write it all down, but the power pen, I loved that. And the mint lip balm, I never have thought about actually demonstrating it on somebody.
Right.
I don't know why I haven't, but I haven't. And oh, gee, I don't know. I'm sure Connie's got a lot of stuff too, but it was just so, it was fascinating. I mean, I was like, I always tape everything. And of course, I was not taping this. And I'm like, oh, but anyway.
It's on YouTube, so have no fear.
Oh, right. I always forget that, Kalina, but
yes,
I just want to thank you guys for being so superlative in your job. It's just such an honor to be around people that are just so enthusiastic about their business. And of course, Cleta, I mean, she's hard to beat, you know that, but but I thank you for letting me be part of this. It was wonderful. Thank you.
We're happy to have you. Thank you. All right, Miss Connie.
Well, you guys did a great job. I also took tons of notes, so thank you for sharing everything that you heard. And I had heard about Jeannie Martin's lunches from Kay Teeter, because Kay was my roommate at some of our last couple of events that we've done together, because she's in Ruby and she goes to the Chicago lunch thing. So she was telling me about qualifying and she said, and Jeannie's a tough nut, man. She doesn't give you any slack. Like, you have to hit all of the markers to be able to go. But what does that do? That ups your game, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, I love it when I'm given a challenge because and when there's a prize like that, who wouldn't want to be able to go? I think being in Jeannie Martin's space, just Jeannie's space is great. Mm-hmm. Angel Fry is part of our Bible study. I know, Stephanie, you're on that same Bible study with me too, and Sharon. And so she did do, a training with us a couple of months ago, and she does talk a mile a minute. But everything she says, is wonderful. So, what a blessing you guys had. So thank you for sharing all of it with the rest of us. We appreciate it a lot.
Awesome. Okay, well, I am going to end with some shout outs. Okay, so I'm going to end with the star consultants that put it, if you put it in the chat, if you didn't, put it in there now. So we're just going to give you a little shout out. So, of course, Tian, which we've already given a shout out, Tian, Blend, Sapphire Star, Maureen Fraser, Pearl Star, Stephanie DeMar, Pearl Star, Gerald Lee, Pearl Star, Latrice Mahalit, Pearl Star. Let's see, Connie Bush, Pearl Star, Shannon Boland Connerly, Diamond Star, Linda Roof, Emerald Star. Let's see who else has put it in here. I am a Pearl Star. If there's any others, all right, I'm glancing. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see. Christine, Pearl Star, Sandra Griffin, Diamond Star. Let me look over here on YouTube, see if anybody say anything. I see no chat on YouTube, but I know y'all are stars, so y'all can put it in there later. But I just want to congratulate y'all. And you do have time. It's till the 15th. And there's lots of ideas that you just got to help y'all sell between now and then. Tian wants to say something. Yes, you can, Tian. Unmute yourself.
Hey, everybody. I just wanted to say that one of the things that I kind of took away from it is she was saying, like, you're not in front of enough people. And if anyone knows me, that is my biggest challenge because I'm pretty much homebound. So a lot of my contacts and things I'm doing through YouTube or through friends or contacts or the limited times when I get to actually leave my home. But I'm working on it. I'm trying to do my best that way. And that's really a struggle. So I really understand that a lot and can relate to that. But I really love also about surrounding yourself with the positivity and supportive people and all of the love and support and uplifting people that I've met through Mary Kay has just been amazing, which is part of my mission, is to help other people be uplifted like that and to lift them up, make them feel beautiful. And so I think that that's really important as we gather up in our own Mary Kay groups, but as we add to that, it just helps everyone. And that's all I had to say.
Thank you, girl. Thank you so much. And that's what it's all about. It's helping each other. And I will say this, Tian, we got this idea on, it was either the director's meeting or it was on this Kansas City director's meeting. I don't know. I go to so many of them. But it was about this gal that does these block parties. And one Saturday a month, she gets like 10 hostesses to invite 3 to 5 people or more, but at least 3, to get on a 1-hour party. And it's a block party. So she literally has like 50 to 100 people on there. But it's like she gets the hostesses to invite their friends, adds them to the group. And then she has a simple set sheet and tells them, basically to message her if they want to order A, B, or C. I mean, it's like she keeps it real simple with that many people, but she gives the hostess a gift for having at least 3 on there on the block party that show up in person, that comment, that are on there. And so she actually was giving the beauty boxes to book. And she found that it was worth to her the $24 as a hostess, that's her cost of a beauty box, to give it to them to have on there, to have those 3 confirmed guests at least. Now you could do something else, if you don't have a lot of beauty boxes, but she went ahead and committed. This gal, she said, she heard the idea from somebody else. She said, so I just ordered 20 beauty boxes. And she says, I've already got rid of all of them. And she did like 700. I don't even know. I have to look back, but it was like some crazy number of how many faces she did. I had to find it in here. I mean, like,
Rita, what does she do that on Zoom?
500 or something. She does it on Facebook. She does it on Facebook.
All right.
And they just have to comment, on Facebook to show them that they're there. Well, I can't find it on here how many people, but y'all, whatever. I'm just like, dang, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it was called Block Party. And she just does simple skincare. She does not do glamour. She does Miracle Set, charcoal mask on one side, microderm on the other. Y'all, just like we've always done.
Yeah.
Okay. So her sets are very, very simple with the skincare, basically kind of like our placemat, the basic, the miracle set and the ultimate miracle set. It's like, which one you want? And then she books them. And so anyway, something like that could really help people.
Does she send samples to everyone on those parties?
She does send samples. And so what she does is she does it like they have to turn in the numbers. The hostess have to give her the name of the guest at least a week or week and a half in advance. And she just set up, not to complicate things, y'all, but she set up a little Google form. There's a link. And so like, let's say that I was the hostess. So I would have to click on the link and put, here are my guests and here are their addresses and their phone number. And then she would reach out to them. Oh, and I think it even has the skin type. I think she has them find that out. And she doesn't let the guests fill it out. The hostess has to fill out the Google form. So she has all the names and she has the samples on there. So she sends them out, they do the party, and then she makes note of who's actually watching, they're on the guest event. And then the ones that don't, sometimes she says they can watch the next one that she does. But she does these block parties. I think she was doing them every other Saturday. But it was a massive amount of numbers. Like, why can't I find my numbers here to tell you? But let me just tell you, it's more than any of us are doing, and I include myself.
I'm working on doing something similar to that, but with using the boards app to create a monologue kind of, of text messages. Doing it in small text groups as like express parties. But then my thing is, I'm thinking that I'll take people from the express parties if they're interested with their host, send out samples and then do a live.
Definitely. And someone asked me today, I had a new consultant, Felicia Allen was over here at my house, and we were talking about how to build her business. And she goes, what do you think is better, virtual or in person? What do you think? I said, I think we have to do both. I said that I had a whole list of names from a booth I did. I said, so far, everybody's booked in person. So I said, however, guess what? I may not can get to Michigan tomorrow. I said, so I may have friends all over. So it'd be dumb of me not to use virtual as well as in person. I said, I sell more in person because they're right here and they're usually in my house and they look at all that product and they want to take it home. And so I said, I like to do both. I like in person better because I'm a people person and I just like to be with people and I like it. However, do I like to do a party and spend 45 minutes and sell $400? Yes. And then all my makeup's off and I go to bed or go watch TV, right? I mean, so I like that too. So and this may help some of y'all, she has 3 kids. They all play ball. They all got different schedules. And she was trying to figure out, how am I going to work some Mary Kay in here? And she teaches school and they run businesses and she has another thing. I said, so you look at your schedule and say, do I have time? How can I have a time for like a real party, and so you could slot out maybe an hour and a half. According, if you got to go there, they're going to come to you. I said, but if you don't, I said, at night after the ball games, you might could squeeze in a 45-minute, party on Facebook or Zoom. And so she's like, all right, that really helps me. So, it's just a matter of your schedule and how you have to run your business. And before, we just didn't have a choice. I mean, I guess we always did. We just didn't know how to use it. But now we do, and we can do both. So thank you for your comments, everybody. I know it's a little bit past time, but we will see y'all next week. But let's take advantage of these 2 big events this week with the Kendra Scott and with the It Just Fits. Because y'all, we have to build our business, not only selling, but we want to team build. Because why would we want to keep this to ourselves? We would not, right? So thank you again, Stephanie, Maureen. I could not ask for a better Boss Babe call. Excellent training. And thank you for your enthusiasm. And both of you, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for qualifying. I'm proud of you for actually taking your time and money to go, because it does show that you want to move up in your business as well. And so I'm super proud of y'all. So we have our unit meeting tomorrow night at 8, and I will see y'all then. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you.